Tax credits and reliefs go unclaimed every year for many reasons. People might think that it's too difficult to make a claim or don't know that tax credits are available. I suspect that many people might be surprised to find claiming tax back is less stressful than online shopping or booking a flight. Income tax deadline looming, I've asked Owen Hickey of Hickey & Associate Accountants to provide an overview of the most common tax reliefs available and offer some guidance on how to claim them, whether you're employed or self-employed. Hi Owen, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks Brian, it's good to be here.
Super. Can you explain to our viewers the process and what is involved in claiming tax reliefs and credits?
You can claim for most tax credits or tax reliefs using Revenue's online My Account service, where you can also review your tax affairs. You need to register for My Account on revenue.ie, and once this is complete, all you need to access the service is your PPS number, your date of birth and your password. If you file a tax return, you can also make claims there. You can only claim back for the last 4 years, even though Revenue can go back further to pursue underpayments. Tax overpayments beyond that are gone for good.
Okay, so let's start with pensions.
Okay, so no matter whether you're self-employed or an employee, pensions remain one of the most tax-efficient investments you can make. Premiums paid by an employee or by a self-employed person are allowed as an income tax deduction in the calculation of an individual's income tax liability. It gives relief at the individual's top rate of income tax, which is typically 40%.
And what about work-related expenses?
Okay, so Revenue have arrangements in place to grant so-called flat rate expenses for employees working in a range of activities. Nurses, panel beaters, journalists, aircrew, but to name a few, may claim for a fixed amount of expenses provided certain conditions are met. The easiest way to check if you're eligible for flat rate expenses is to go to the Revenue website and search for Schedule E expenses. These expenses are unvouched, meaning there is no need to keep receipts to claim this relief.
Excellent. What about life outlays, such as medical expenses and dental expenses?
Okay, so relief may be claimed as a tax credit for medical expenses paid by you, for yourself, or for others. Expenses qualifying for relief include doctor's visits, consultants' fees, prescription medicine, physiotherapy, and routine maternity care. The tax credit is 20% of the amount of medical expenses incurred, which have not been reimbursed. So you can't include amounts refunded from the likes of VHI, Irish Life, Glow Health, or Leia Healthcare in your claim.
Dental expenses are a common one, Owen.
Yes, so tax relief is available for the cost of some dental treatments. Only non-routine treatments qualify for relief, typically crowns, veneers or orthodontic work. Routine checkups and fillings unfortunately don't qualify, but your dentist can provide you with a Form Med 2 setting out dental treatments that qualify for relief. You must keep this Form Med 2 as Revenue may request it to verify your claim.
Okay. For those viewers who are going to college or paying for a child going to third level, can you explain how tax relief on college fees works?
You may be able to claim tax relief at 20% for tuition fees paid in respect of third level colleges, as long as the fees are fully paid and don't exceed €7,000 per annum per student. It is important to remember that each claim, not each course, is subject to an annual disregard amount of €3,000. If you have paid fees for more than one student, you only subtract the disregard amount once from your annual claim.
What reliefs are available for first-time buyers and homeowners, Owen?
Okay, so the Help to Buy incentive may apply if you're a first-time buyer and you bought or self-built a new residential property since July 2016. You may be entitled to claim a refund of income tax and dirt paid over the previous 4 years, subject to a maximum tax refund of €20,000. As with any tax incentive, terms and conditions apply.
Super. And what about the rental room relief? Quite current given Airbnb's battles with the Revenue at present.
Very much so. So if you rent out one or more rooms in your house, you can take up to $14,000 each year free of tax. The $14,000 limit also applies to money you receive for food, laundry or similar goods and services, so student digs are covered. You must file an income tax return to claim this relief, and Revenue's view is that the $14,000 threshold is not available if you rent a room to occasional visitors as guest accommodation, for example a host with Airbnb.
Excellent. A very useful and often underutilised relief is the annual gifts exemption, Owen.
Yeah, very much so. So anyone who receives a gift from another person may be subject to capital acquisitions tax of 33%. However, every individual is entitled to receive gifts to the value of €3,000 from another person every year without any tax consequences. For example, each parent can gift up to €3,000 per year in cash to a child.
The information covered above is just a guide and cannot cover every detail and eventuality. If you would like advice on any of the information covered by Owen, or indeed any accountancy advice in general, you can contact Owen on 021 434 2022 or your local tax office. Any viewers who require pension advice or financial service advice in general, you can contact me, Brian, on 021 2428 185. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks Owen for joining us today and sharing your top tax saving tips.
Thanks, Brian.
Competition time now. To be in a chance of winning a voucher for Velo Restaurant, answer this question, like and share the post. In terms of tax relief on pensions, what is the higher rate of tax? See you again on the next episode of MFTV. Manning Financial. Protect your future with us.